Yo guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another reaction video on my channel. Thank you very much for tuning in. Now, today, we are going to be watching a video that YouTube recommended to me, I guess. This was in one of my recommendations. I saw the title and I thought this could be a great video. This one is called I Tried Beating a Pay-to-Win Game Without Paying by Gaming Dumpster. Very recently one, about 4 weeks or a month ago. As someone who grew up in the early 2010s free-to-play era, I've played a lot of free-to-play games, and most of them were pay-to-win, which is why I did not continue playing them. I'm interested to see what we're going to see here, and if he can succeed with it. As always, link to the original video is down in the description below. If you enjoy his content, make sure to subscribe to him and support him. And enough said, let's get done, huh? Let's get started.
Pay-to-win games are only fun if you have money, which I don't have. So today I will put all my focus on one pay-to-win game to see how bad it actually can get. A lot of you told me that War Robots gets even worse after hours of playing, so I will put that to the test. However, there are certain rules I have to follow. I will play at least 5 hours of the game because I think this is where you get a good understanding of it. In these 5 hours, I have to buy an expensive robot of my choice and upgrade it until the grind is way too painful. This might be the worst thing I've ever did for a video. Let's begin. War Robots is a multiplayer mech shooter where you fight in team-based battles in different game modes. Now looking back at my first match of the day, I did so many things wrong. This game isn't balanced, which means I could potentially go against pay-to-win robots. Even worse, my robot doesn't do any damage even though I upgraded it. So in my next match, I decided to capture flags instead of just standing and play inside, waiting to get...
They're actively, not just this game, and I've never played this game before by myself, but I can already guess what it's going to be. Like the typical way free-to-play games work. You pair the ones that pay for the game or items against the one who don't, and the one who pay, the ones who pay money, they will get a positive reaction because they will destroy the ones who play for free. And the free-to-play players are gonna fucking hate it, and now they can choose. Are you gonna pay money yourself and enjoy the game as well, or get destroyed, I guess? It's such a scummy tactic, I hate it.
Kid. This though was even worse than I thought, because not only was I the only one who captured flags, but the enemy team were also capturing, which means I ran
nice, the fucking
and with that my standard robot
kill
didn't stand
farming.
a chance. While I was running around my last robot, I got curious. Why do people still play this game, even though it's bad reputation? So my goal is to find that exactly out by going into subreddit, discords, and maybe even talk to players online. But let's first witness how my robot doesn't do any damage while he gets shredded. And nope, I only get 5k. This doesn't happen at all, dudes. This wasn't the last loot box I opened, but funny enough, this was also the last 5k
all the fucking staples.
Every time I opened them, I got either 10,000 or 5,000 silver coins, which is the lowest amount you can get. This robot called Jeopard is apparently fast, which makes him great for capturing flags. So I made up a game plan. Focus only on capturing flags, because the more you capture, the more points you get, the higher the reward at the end. Second, try not to get killed, which is level impossible. I know it's not the best game plan, but this was my strategy and it went better than I expected. While my team is hopefully destroying the enemy team, I went in and captured every flag I could get. So it seems like the enemy team isn't really capturing flags. It seems like they're going for kills, and it seems like they're succeeding. But here is where I face the problem. The other flags are in the middle, right where the fight is happening. One flag though that is not being defended is where the enemy spawn is. Okay, I have to be quiet. I have to be really quiet.
Yo, he's just He's just sneaking in. Yeah, he's just sneaking in. Yo, if you get caught, you're done.
Oh, he captured the flag already. Okay, nice. Even though my robot is great for capturing flags, stronger robots are somehow faster and captured it without me. I got a kill, and when I saw how far we're leading, I knew it was just a matter of time until we won. So now the gameplay is just not to die. But shortly after I ran into spawn and chilled there, I faced a problem again. I didn't notice that our entire team were wiped, because I was watching Shark Tank. Only me and another guy were left. So the enemy team started capturing flags, killed the last guy, and so I was the last robot standing. Obviously I wasn't standing for long and we lost
You're
the
so
battle.
screwed, bro.
I didn't get to see how much I earned for that battle, but we earned 5,000 silver because we ranked up. Of course, every time you rank up, the game spams you with offers and deals that you have to buy. I was looking around in the robot store and saw this one. It is perfect. It has a shield which can protect you and has pretty good
Did I say
stats, but
3
it costs
mil?
3 million silver
Yeah,
coins.
it's it.
And
It's it.
I'm a long way away from it. Now that I ranked up, I could finally choose what game mode I want
Just a couple
to play.
more 100
I chose
hours.
Team Deathmatch, and I know this throws my strategy out of the window, but I wanted to see how battles plays when it's only about kills. Of course, I didn't do any damage at all, but thanks to my team, we still won. My next match wasn't so different, but I got something even better. Because of this private crate, we get 500,000 silver coins, which puts us even closer to that 3 million robot. I'ma be honest, I wanted to buy at first Leo here, but when I saw that I can change gold into silver, which puts me even closer to 3 million, I had to get the other one. One thing you guys warned me about is the more you level up, the more pay-to-win robots you will encounter. In my next match, I saw this flying triangle, which destroyed me effortlessly.
That makes sense.
What are
though.
these robots? What are these robots? Oh my god, I have to like find out. He can
Bro. He can fly and he can make himself invisible?
go invisible. He isn't really invisible. He's more invincible. He can spawn a second version of himself, which acts as a turret, while he can move into cover or further into enemy lines. This is completely insane, but from here the robots are getting
Yes,
even
it
crazier.
is.
I
What?
went back to my game plan and started capturing flags. But this time, we have the pay-to-win guy in our team. When I tried to capture this flag, I got shot, pinned in a corner, but he just melted through them like they were nothing. Moments like these made me happy, but the happiness faded as soon as I thought that someone like him could be in the enemy's teams too. The game was over and we won. I placed number 2, which gave me 82,000 silver coins and 8 gold. This was proof that my strategy was working, so I completely focused on the strategy and started
But still, you need like 2 more million to get that other robot. And you got 82,000 now. Is it worth it? So much
But
time.
then I remembered something. I can transfer gold into silver coins, which would cross out the first goal on our list.
Ooh.
I know this is probably a dumb move, but I'd rather spend 250 gold than grind for hours. But this is the mindset they exactly want from you. They want you to be so fed up with the grind by capturing flags that you decide to spend a little money, but it doesn't stop here. Once you're comfortable with spending 1 or 2 bucks, it becomes more, and before you know it, you spend like 50 bucks on the game. The craziest thing is what I've read in the
And then the more you spend, the better you get. Eventually you will hit another plateau because you go up against other players that paid for it, and then you need to pay more to get even better stuff, and it just keeps going and going and going. And at the end of the day, it's basically not the person with the most skill who wins, but the person with the bigger credit card. And that's why I fucking hate pay-to-win games.
Discord server, but more on that later. But I have to say, buying this robot made me a bit too cocky. And only 1 minute into the game, this robot was completely destroyed. I won't even bother showing these little robots again, because thanks to me ranking up, they do even less damage than before. Yeah, I'm just gonna stand here and wait till I'm dead, because we lost. We literally lost. It doesn't make even sense to fight it.
They're actively buffing you the more you level up.
Something interesting. You can equip your robots with perks. So I chose the nuclear reactor, which sounds crazy, but it gives you only like 1% more damage. But next is the main perk that comes in.
You guys see that, or was I in the way? Additional damage 1%. Why even bother? Why waste your money on that?
Next is the main perk that comes in clutch. You can choose different modules that will help you in battle. Some will give you armor, but because I already have this shield, I chose Death Mark. Death Mark allows you to target a player, and for 6 seconds you give 20% additional damage to the selected player. But here is the catch. Any module can be activated only by using power cells, and with something else which completely shocked me. But first, let's head into the first real battle with our robot. One guy saw my beautiful girthy robot, was probably scared and jumped off the cliff, but the other one didn't stand a chance. I still struggled a bit with this robot because I spent over an hour capturing flags, so when I went to capture this flag, I sadly got killed. What? I'm dead! No! I'm dead.
Poor guy.
I'm dead. Did you just see how I reacted? This is just the beginning of me losing my mind, and my reaction are going downhill from here. In another match I used the death mark, and I could really feel the difference. It felt easier to kill him, but this comes with a price, which is literally pay to win. I got another kill, used death mark on another guy, and yeah, the result speaks for itself. Yeah, number 2, I told you. I was cooking in this game, dude. I got 5 kills? Okay, I think the robot is way better. Like I said, using power sets isn't the only currency for Deathmark. Just after a couple of times using it, the game forces you to spend an insane amount of gold to activate
here we
it again,
go.
which at that point is literally pay to win. Another guy.
Is that the definition? Yep. Involving or relating to the practice of paying to get weapons, abilities, etc. that give you an advantage over players who do not spend money. Yep.
Pay to win. Another goal on our list is upgrading the robot until the grind gets too painful. Well, I found a gun that could turn my hair gray in the age of 25. This gun costs $1 million, which means
What?
I have to grind again to over 1 million. I took a little break
the
though
gun
by writing
alone.
the Raw Robot subreddit. In that post I asked why people are still playing it. I emphasize that I'm not
Good
hating,
question.
I'm just curious why people come back to it. After this I went to my next match and this was pretty insane. I utilized more my shield to protect me, and with this robot I actually felt like I had a chance. It was pretty fun to go battle after battle. I lost some brutally, but some were actually pretty fun. Woo!
Damn,
Run,
you're screwed.
boy, run! Oh, yeah, maybe I'm just coping with saying that it was fun. I took a lunch break, and when I came back, I was excited to play more. I probably suppressed the depressing 2 or 3 hours I played because when I went in again, I noticed how my smile completely faded. I mean, look at this.
Yeah.
Look how far they are leading. This is exactly what I hate. Unbalanced matches. Either you're the one
That's the
who's
free-to-play
absolutely
experience
cooking,
right there.
or you're the one who gets cooked. I'm going to keep it real with you guys. I was so close of scratching this video because it was that bad. But I wanted to understand, why do people still play it? How good is the actual game? And how much does this weapon actually help me? By the time I formed all these questions, I got a notification from Reddit. The answer completely blew my mind.
Oh, here we
It
go.
got freaking deleted because being a low
What?
quality post.
Wait. Removed low effort / reposted content, which does not contribute to discuss. What? He asked a genuine question. Someone has a problem with him. Someone cannot take criticism. What? Bro.
I wasn't about to give up yet, so I joined a Discord server. After my lunch break, I played 1 hour or so, and this happened. Wait, he can't... Oh my god, he can't fly. I can't track him anymore, and he can still shoot me. That is insane. Like I said, I played like an hour.
Just play better, bro.
What are you? What is that? And I already needed a break, so I played schedule.
That's like
run.
one of the things from
I'm
Code
kinda
Geass.
addicted
What the
to it.
fuck?
You know, I had to play another game just to, you know, kind of calm down from this game. Yeah, I don't know. I played this game now for 5 hours, and I have to say, it doesn't get better. The first 2 hours, right,
This
when you play
might
against
be
bot, or like the first 40 minutes, where
the
when you
right
play
time to
against
stop.
bots, it's really boring. Then the next like 1 or 2 hours, it's quite enjoyable, right? But now, oh my god. Oh, at least I can see Earth from here. That's cool. I took a deep breath and went in again, but this time with a new game plan. Deal as much damage as possible in team deathmatch battles to rank in the top 3, but this didn't go so well. Every match was almost a complete loss and unbalanced. Oh, you remember when I said
125k
that
silver, that's a lot
tower
more than
was
last
losing me out
time.
of my mind? Well, this game is stupid. Look at this, dude. You know, they went from here to here and flanked us. Now they're in our zone. That means they will spawn kill us. What's even the
Oh,
point
yes.
of living?
Yes, yes. That's like the absolute staple. That's like part of the essential bingo card for free-to-play games. The fucking spawn trap. I remember playing a free-to-play game many years ago. I don't remember the name of it. It was like pixelated. So like, you know, one of those 700 Minecraft shooter free-to-play games, or games that advertised themselves as a Minecraft shooter, but it had nothing to do with Minecraft. It was just a bad CS:GO clone with pixelated optics, and basically for free for all, they used the exact same spawns as Team Deathmatch. So in Team Deathmatch, sometimes a teammate of yours spawns in front of you or behind you, but that's completely fine because you know you're on the same team. But if that happens in free for all, that is the worst possible thing that could happen. Like, you just have a random enemy spawn in front of you or behind you. It's just free kills or free deaths for nothing. Just out of laziness. The exact same maps, exact same spots where they spawn. And yeah, I quickly uninstalled it. That's just so lazy. That's just so stupid.
Bang! Sorry, like, you know, you shouldn't see me like that. I forgot about the death mark for a bit, but this really came in clutch. I almost got killed here, but when I ran around the corner, I pinned him and easily killed him.
Ooh,
You're
nice.
probably wondering who shot at me the whole time. This genius shot at me, but then his ammo ran out. So he had to dip because the enemies were closing in on us. And because of it, I died. This isn't the only time stuff like this happened. So many times I find players acting like
Great
complete
teammates.
bots, even though they're real people. But after countless matches and finally being bought, I did it. I grinded up to
Fucking
1
Kurt Angle
million
meme.
silver coins to buy this weapon. It deals 3,000.
1 million. Okay, let's see. Let's see. 1 million silver for this single gun. A third of the price of the new robot. Let's see what we can expect here.
Opponents 1,100 meters away. I was so excited to try it out.
A whole
and
kilometer
thought that
away.
I would shred through enemies. It's so funny that I still had hopes at this point. If I can grind and buy this, it just means that others have far better equipment than I have. To be honest, I don't even know if it actually does something. So I might have spent hours
Still
of playing
fucking
for
sucks.
nothing. So that's now where the pay to win shines. And you guys were right. It's not in the first hour, not even in the first 2 hours. Maybe after like 5 hours or something, you really
5
notice the pay
or
to win. Why?
500
Because
hours
now
until you
my
get something.
little robots that, you know, did some an okay damage at the beginning don't do anything anymore because I ranked up. I don't know why, but I
That's
completely forgot
fucking
that the more you rank up,
horrible.
the harder your opponents get. Pause. So when I tried to hide behind this wall, I got completely destroyed by missiles that could just fly around it. I decided to call it a day, go to sleep, and try it the next day. Good morning, guys. It's the next day.
Okay.
I'm super.
That is intentional bad game design. That is... I've never played this game before, and I'm definitely not gonna play it now. I mean, it's a mobile game mainly. So, I was never planning on playing it to begin with, but... Intentionally bad game design, so you spend money for it to be less shit. I hate that so much.
Not really, but we get again bombarded with ads.
Of course you do.
It's not even funny, dude. Well, it's fun. Oh my god.
Bro,
doesn't
just
stop. But we still have to
pay
upgrade
money.
our
Just
robot
enter
until
your
the grind
credit card
hurts.
and then...
And you would think that the grind already hurts for me, but to be honest, I wanted to go even deeper because I actually kind of like the game. I get why people enjoy it and why people are playing it. It's a fun game. However, the pay-to-win mechanic is what ruins the entire game. I've noticed though that I got better. I used the covers mode to my advantage, my death mark perk and my shield. This match was a pure dopamine hit. While my team was going through the front, I flanked their enemies and captured the flag. Thanks to the shit, enemies can hit me from far away, which makes me pretty OP from a distance. Next match was funny enough on the same map, so I used the same strategy. We won both matches and both seemed fun, but here is where I noticed
at the
something.
top.
While we had the blue tier robots, the enemy team had these standard robots, which made winning way easier. This proved itself when I joined my third battle of the day and got completely destroyed. In War Robots, you can see what robots each player played, and well, I was pretty surprised. Look at this. Look at this. Oh my...
Yeah, here you go. What are these things? Like, this is robot-ish. That's different. That is very different. And that is like an upgraded transformer right there. But this is the creepiest one. What the fuck?
He has only like the golden tier, which is the final tier, I guess. I looked one robot up.
Okay, yeah, obviously going to
get
destroyed.
Price if you don't grind it, obviously. In total, I played 6 hours.
Wait. What did it say?
He had, and this.
The Zamjug in War Robots is a premium legendary tier robot with a base price of 5 million, or I'm guessing 5 million gold. Its health is 73,600 and purchase level 1. The Zamjug's real value is equivalent to $30. It requires players to reach level 17 to purchase. Ha! So it's not just an item you have to buy. You also have to play and level up to level 17 to be allowed to even purchase it. $30 for a single robot in a mobile game. Whew.
Is the price if you don't grind it, obviously. In total, I played 6 hours, which is way more than I expected. I got to know the game more, and like I said,
could
it's
not
a
last
really
that
good
long.
game. Now I have a better understanding why most War Robots players are frustrated. However, why do people still play it? And why are so many people still...
There. Show that again. Over 300 million players have installed War Robots across all platforms. It boasted an active monthly player base of up to 4.7 million in 2024 and a daily user count of 690,000. The game's primary audience is on mobile platforms, which account for 95% of total installed and 94% of revenue. Over 300 million players have installed it. Across all platforms. Sheesh.
And why are so many people still active on the Discord? So we are on Discord right now, and this is what I will write. Hey, I've been playing War Robots for 6 hours now, and I really enjoy it, which is not true. But I don't want to get blocked or my post deleted, so that's why, I lie a little bit. People say how bad it is because it's pay to win, but I think it's still fun, which is not, but like I said. What makes you want to come back to play it? I hope like somebody responds to it before it gets deleted, right? I hope.
They're all just way too deep in. They just invested way too much money.
Nobody really responded to me. They all had their own conversation until I saw this guy. Somebody said, I hate this game.
Yep.
He said, frick the server. 3 hackers in my game right after I spent $20.
Nice.
It was so funny, but still nobody responded to me. But then I had an idea. Okay, I'm responding to him. Wait, I'm responding to him. I hope that's how I get him, you know what I mean? I hope that's how I can start a conversation. I don't know. Guys, I don't have any social skills, okay? Okay, somebody said it's fun. We got our first response. It's fun, bruh. I don't know.
Is
we
it
call it a day here? No.
Is it
Let's
that fun?
If they respond more, bro. You are free to leave last I check. I'm quitting. He's done. Oh my god. Somebody check on hello, dude. Here. Oh, somebody responded to me. Oh my god. Somebody responded to my post. Firstly, once you reach a certain rank, it'd be downhill from there if you're not smart with free-to-play only hanger. Secondly, once you start spending money and seeing results, you might enter a dopamine cycle where you spend more and more. It's addictive. Lastly, if you leave the game and stop playing for a long time, but you already spent so much money, you might jump right back in because of curiosity from there. You will enter a loophole again, or just leave and stop playing and maybe come back once in a while again. Wow. Thank you for the amazing... Bro, I don't want to sound like a bot. I wanted to say, well, thank you for the amazing response, but this sounds like a ChatGPT answer, dude. No, I'm a human being. Welcome to the cycle I've been playing since 2014. It's been repeating. Wow. 2014, holy moly.
Give up, bro.
Guys,
10 plus
I swear
years.
I'm not a bot. This person answered even
How
more
good
than
can
I was
this
hoping
game
for.
be?
Even crazier. A guy told the chat...
I've spent like £700 now. Bro, that's a PS5. And some change. That's a whole fucking VTuber model. Depends on who you're buying it from. Maybe only half. But why? £700. Like, obviously it's your money. Do whatever the fuck you want with it. But on a mobile game? Really, bro? I bought my first car in 2020 for 1,500 euros, by the way. That's like half. You spent half of a car. Was it worth it? Probably not, let's be real. It is never worth it to spend that much on free-to-play games.
That he spent £700. Also,
$929. Ooh, nice.
someone else told us that you get these amazing deals at the beginning. This is just...
Wait, what? The more you spend and the more often you spend, the more expensive your deals get. What? The more you spend and the more often you spend, the more expensive your deals get. Bro, that has to be fucking illegal. What? Bro, I'm glad I'm not playing this game.
Amazing deals at the beginning. This is just to get you in the habit of spending though. Once you're comfortable with spending,
they're
the deals
making
get
you
more and more
actively addicted to
expensive.
gambling.
It is
What the
crazy
fuck?
and sad to see how people get so addicted to a point of no return. I hope that they will get out of the circle and find a better game. If you have anything to add, let me know. Thanks you guys so much for watching. Stay positive and maybe watch the first video of me trying to beat pay to win games.
Wow. What the fuck? That was something. Looks like there's another video. Ooh. If you like that and you want me to watch the other video, let me know. That was the video. My first video from Gaming Dumpster at all. Not just on this channel, but watching it at all. Oh, we see the pixel gun free. Okay, okay. Raid Shadow Legends. Ooh. Do you remember those times? The fucking cringe-ass advertisements in front of every single fucking video. I think this... the sponsor block extension basically started existing because of Raid Shadow Legends, let's be honest. Anyway, that's gonna be it for this video. Free-to-play games can be fun until you reach the point where they're like, yo, give me your credit card, please. And if you don't, there's no fun anymore. And at that point, it's probably better to just quit. That's why I prefer to just play games where you pay for them. And one time only, and then after that, you're done. Because that's how games should be. Alternatively, I mean, they could just, you know, have free-to-play games with separate servers for people who paid for it. But obviously, they're not going to do that, because what's the point if I pay £700 on new robots if I'm going to get paired with other guys who did the exact same thing? I want to pay £700 so I can destroy some randoms over the internet. Ah, it sucks. I'm not sad that I've never played this game, and I never will. I hope you guys don't either. And I hope you enjoyed this video. And I hope you have a great day. And don't get addicted to free-to-play games. See you in the next one. Take care. Bye.